The hounds will stay in chains. Look upon your greatness and she'll send the call out, send the call out, send the call out, send.
It's Friday night, and live on 2K Sports, we're going to bring you the NBA in all its excitement. This is Kevin Harlan with my broadcast partners Steve Kerr and Clark Kellogg. The Portland Trail Blazers come into tonight's game after losing earlier in the season in their last game against Phoenix. And so, with that loss, that gives each team one win apiece in this series. Both teams want this one badly.
You know, you shoot the ball as poorly as they did that night, you're not going to win many games.
Well, Steve, it's not just difficult to win a game with low shooting percentages like theirs. It's nearly impossible.
The starters for the Portland Trail Blazers, Aldridge and Lopez are down low. Lillard and Matthews pair up in the backcourt, and it's Batum in at the 3 spot. Now here's Lopez. Passes it to Matthews. He kicks to Batum. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Lillard attacking, and there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. So for the Trailblazers, their last game, a win against the Jazz in Salt Lake City.
And you know what was most impressive? They wasted very few possessions in that game. They ran their offense close to perfection.
That's what we call a mute button game in front of a hostile crowd. They never let the fans get into it, had them on their hands the whole time.
The Phoenix Suns franchise with the 4th best winning percentage in NBA history. Maybe we shouldn't have been surprised with their resurgent play last season. This is a franchise that throughout its history has found ways to win.
Well, an illegal screen is one of the toughest calls for the official to make.
You know, I agree with you. You've got to have some sympathy for the referees when they have to make calls like that, but they get paid well, and they're the best in the business, so they can handle it.
And it's Phoenix's ball. Outplayed in the previous game on their schedule, losing to Sacramento.
Well, we knew going into that game what they were up against, but that's still no excuse for the way things turned out, Clark.
Well, perhaps it'll be a rallying point for them, Steve. I mean, knowing that the status quo isn't going to cut it against tough opponents, they might regroup.
That sent it out to Doris Burke, who caught up with head coach Terry Stotts. DB?
Well, I asked him what strategy they were going to use at the offensive end, and he told me that they did not want to have to rely on their perimeter game. Instead, he plans to exploit what he described as a mismatch on the interior, saying, quote, "We have the talent inside to make things very difficult on them. We're going to use it." Kevin?
And thank you, Doris.
Offensively, he can be the engine that drives them at any given time.
Here's the Beast, covered by Lillard. Here's the Beast. The three-pointer is right on target. The Beast's got 7.
Well, he's just been fantastic this year and has really caught the eye of the rest of the league. It's a good chance teams will be lining up for his services this summer.
I know if I was a GM, I'd be doing everything I could to make room for him on the roster. Not only has he shown himself to be a hard worker, but he's an excellent story to have on your team, and he can help you win. I mean, stories are great. Being hard-working is great, but we know in this league it's about production, and he's got all of those things working for him.
What was the defense doing there? I mean, he is not the guy to give an open look to, and yet they got away with it.
Damian Lillard, drafted with the 6th pick back in 2011. That pick, guys, acquired from the Nets in an exchange for Gerald Wallace. Steve, I'd say a pretty good trade for the Blazers.
Yeah, well, remember the Nets were in win-now mode. They were trying to keep Darren Williams happy, so they felt like the trade for Wallace would do that. The Blazers, in turn, I mean, they were rebuilding, and so they found the perfect deal at the right time and ended up drafting the future Rookie of the Year.
And Lillard's star is continuing to rise, but, you know, he still thrives on that underdog status. He shrugs off the hype, doesn't really let it affect him, still looks at himself as a 2-star recruit from Weber State, fighting for respect, and it's serving him well as he continues to grow as an NBA player. One of the oldest plays in basketball made that dunk possible.
That's right. A terrific screen right there, Steve. Allowed him to lose his man and rock it to the rim.
Now, don't you love to see players working together and that fundamental play. Fun to watch.
Now here's Dragic. He's coming off a 13-point game against Sacramento.
And he did some nice work on the boards too, Kevin. That was definitely a factor in that game as well. And Lillard embracing the humble, grinding persona, but he plays the game with tremendous confidence. An assassin's mentality and his disposition has really rubbed off on this entire Blazer team.
Let's have a look at some league leaders from the last 10 games. Here are the highest scoring point guards in the NBA during that time. And you look at Lillard, leading the league in points per game. Such a great player. And, of course, the Beast, someone else that knows how to score. A great season for him. Just under 3.5 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Outside Matthews. Pass to Lillard. Back to Matthews. Looking for Aldridge. He gets it there. Just 5 to shoot. Poked away. And it's out of bounds. The Trailblazers able to retain possession here. With 10 games left, let's see how the playoff race is shaping up out west. Look at the Trailblazers. They're second in the conference and looking to finish strong heading into the playoffs. And, of course, Phoenix. Not really any threat right now as their record showing a lot more losses.
Seeing where the Trailblazers are, they've been the story of the regular season in my mind, smashing expectations and really taking the league by storm.
Yeah, they've been impressive, no doubt about it. Among the league's best as we approach the postseason.
Now, here's Matthews. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. 1:49 left in the first. Here's the Beast. Really had troubles in that loss to Sacramento. Off the pick, and there's a nice one-handed slam.
Boy, what a fantastic opening quarter for them.
Yeah, it sure has been. Look at the lead they've jumped out to already. Impressive.
Lillard, the pass to Lopez. He feeds it to Batum. Outside Matthews. He dishes it to Lillard. Pass to Lopez. Rebound by the Suns.
Well, Portland, Oregon is a very different kind of NBA town. A popular motto around here is keep Portland weird. So a sort of counterculture that the fans and the citizens in Portland embrace. But it's a one-team town, and the fans have always shown incredible support for their beloved Blazers.
Shot's good. And that's now 6 points for Lillard.
Not much the defense can do once he gets to the bucket.
Here's the Beast, covered by Lillard. Uncovered. The shot no good. And the Trailblazers going the other way. 35 seconds left here in the first quarter. Aldridge with a screen on Green. And Lillard kicks to Aldridge. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot two.
You know, even from here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
Yep, pretty obvious. And a good call by the officials.
The Trailblazers have been perfect at the line so far, albeit just 2 for 2.
And in general, this has been a very good foul shooting team, about 79% on the season.
You know, the numbers from...
That's the way to shoot the rock.
Trailblazers trail by 10 on the court for the Trailblazers. Batum and Aldridge are the power tandem. Lillard and Matthews pair up in the backcourt. And it's Lopez in at the 5 down low.
The offense has a better flow, and it actually looks better here in the second quarter.
Yeah, they've steadied themselves a little bit, trying to close this gap.
And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, Doris Burke. Doris, over to you.
Thanks, Kevin. The Beast in their last matchup against the Kings made some nice plays. He finished with 8 points and added 3 rebounds as well. His coach said that this was just the kind of game they needed from him as they make their postseason push. Every contribution helps, guys.
All right, Doris, thanks. That really was a spectacular game for him, even by Steve his standards.
Well, those are pretty high standards ordinarily. We'll see how much it carries over. It's not a performance that will be easy to repeat.
But you like to have that in your arsenal and on your resume so you can call on it the next time you get out on the court. So I think it'll serve him better than it won't.
Lopez dishes to Batum. Aldridge sets up the pick now for Batum. Feeds it to Aldridge. Back to Batum. Just 5 on the clock. That's a 2 for Matthews. And it's Matthews again missing.
That's something they need to do more of. Get after it on the glass. Go get those boards.
Any extra possessions that you can get, either through steals or rebounds, are so critical in this game.
Gerald Green, hot and cold throughout his career, drafted 17th back in 2005. Steve, the 2007 dunk contest champ, we were there to see that. Then out of the league for over 2 seasons.
Well, Kevin, he was even waived by his teams in Russia and China. So you think about how much he's improved. It's incredible. He's always had the talent to play in this league. I think, had to figure out his niche and understand how to limit his mistakes. But last year, a terrific campaign for him.
1:57 left to play in the first half. Terrific design on the pick play, and he lays it in. Trailblazers trail by 13. They really want to find that igniter here.
Yeah, that's right. Kevin, the offense has basically been running in place.
They got to get going. Green against Batum. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Aldridge. Portland no good that time either.
And you talk about Green's dunk contest win at 6'8" with a 39-inch vertical. I think that 39 might be low. I've seen Gerald put his head in the rim and look down. And I mean, in games, man, I can't even do it justice trying to describe it. Just go online and look up some of Gerald Green's dunks. You'll be amazed.
Plumlee is checked in for Phoenix. Let's catch up with Doris from the 6 o'clock.
Hey, Kevin, during that last break, I heard Terry Stotts as he addressed his team. He said a big part of their focus should be on offensive rebounding, to get bodies to the glass at that end of the floor and work hard for second chance points. He focused next on what he feels will be their most reliable offensive approach, which is the use of ball screens and the pick and roll. That's a play we should be seeing a lot of. I'm sure Coach is hoping those changes turn the tide in this game and shrink the deficit before halftime. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, Doris.
Then you look at Green's athleticism. I think he can continue to improve as far as rebounding and defense. He has all the tools to be an impact player at that end as well.
Here's the Beast, covered by Lillard. Shots good from the Beast.
This is some kind of performance we're seeing from him today. He has yet to miss a shot.
Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. Lopez kicks to Matthews. Dishes it to Lillard. Trailblazers moving the ball around. Here's Aldridge. Cans the shot with nobody near him.
Well, he could have earned some style points there, but he really doesn't need to use the fadeaway when he's that wide open.
Here's the Beast. 19 points in the game. From deep. Another 3 for Phoenix.
Keeping up the pressure here. I like that. When you have a lead, don't let up.
Yeah, this game could be over soon if they keep pounding it the way they are.
A dominating first half of basketball, and so far hasn't been close. Suns lead by 17.
Well, Goran, just a quick question before you head off to the locker room. Is the varied offensive attacks the team has succeeded with tonight key to this nice lead?
Yeah, if every player on the court is dangerous for basket, then it's much easier for us, And for defense, it's tough.
All 5 guys a threat, guys. Always a pleasure to watch.
All right, Doris, thank you. And we'll be back after halftime for the start of the 3rd quarter.
Okay, guys, great work in the first half. That's how you take care of business on your home court. Couple things. The main thing is that we had a very good half in terms of shot selection. We haven't forced anything. We've taken what the defense has given us, and it's led to a terrific shooting percentage. I do like that we limited our turnovers. We weren't careless with the ball or making unforced errors, so kudos for that. Also, we can sacrifice some manpower on the defensive glass in this half in order to have opportunities to get the break started with bodies already headed up the court. We played just the kind of basketball we came to play. Keep that same focus right through the next 2 quarters. Go get them.
Welcome back, everybody. Third quarter just about to get going here in what has been so far a runaway game.
And what a game for the Beast. 22 points, and those 4 3-pointers he's hit have helped them too.
Well, they'd be in a much different position in this game if he wasn't burying those long balls.
Inside, it's Morris and Plumlee. The Beast out there with Dragic, and it's Green in at the small forward. That's who's out there for Phoenix. On the wing, Batum. Again, the Trailblazers good for 2.
Perfect screen there. Set him up with a nice look.
Poor job by the defender to not fight over or around that screen.
Nicholas Batum, the 25th pick back in 2008. He's played his entire career, Steve, with this Blazer team.
Yeah, and a coveted player league-wide, Kevin, because he plays both ends. Excellent defender. He's got that length, good three-point shooter. And remember, the Timberwolves tried to sign him as a restricted free agent a couple of years ago, but the Blazers matched that 4-year, $46 million offer.
Trailblazers trail by 19. Matthews into the lane. Here's Aldridge, and there's the bucket. Stay with it on the offensive glass, getting it done. Aldridge has got 5 points so far. Phoenix has gone 6 of 8 on three-pointers in the game, an outstanding 75% mark. Here's the Beast. He's got 22. It's Matthews on the wing. Here's Lopez. A second chance effort, and it's good on the way in.
Very nice pickup of the offensive rebound. And once he gets his hands on it, you know it's going back up and back in.
Chris Kamen's checked in for Lopez.
Good Wesley Matthews, some stats for him. His last 10 games, he's averaging 15 points a game, 4 assists and 2 rebounds, and he's really been pulling his weight. I mean, we're finding his name in a lot of different columns in their box scores.
Yeah, and that's what they're looking for from him, Steve. He doesn't have to be the star, just somebody with solid contributions across a wide range of areas.
And the shot drops as they pick up 2 points from the Beast.
Boy, I really love the way Dragic spreads that ball around.
Trailblazers trail by 17. Lillard outside. He hits it from 9. Lillard's got 10 points in the game. For Phoenix, they've gone 3 of 4 so far in the third quarter from the field. Pretty good start to the half. Here's the Beast. Drills the three-pointer. The Beast's got 27 points.
There's been a huge discrepancy between these teams in their effectiveness from the three-point line.
Then you really notice it at that end of the floor where they continue to get open looks and knock them down.
Lillard, the pass to Aldridge. Looks for Kaman, gets it to him. Good.
It seems like they're on their heels every time defensively because the ball continues to go into the post.
Well, if they don't pick up the aggression, things are only going to get worse.
It's Dragic with the drive, and it's Phoenix scoring again.
Another open jump shot there. Their defense not putting up much of a fight.
Phoenix making some changes. P.J. Tucker, he's checked in for Green. Bledsoe comes in for the Beast, and it's Isaiah Thomas.
Your
Change here. Green's checked in, and the Trailblazers making a change here as well. Lopez, he's checked in for Chris Kaman. Now McCollum. Lillard is screen on Bledsoe. McCollum kicks to Lillard. Off the left rim and out.
When he's wide open like that, he'll rarely miss those.
Here's Bledsoe. The half-court bomb falls off target. And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. Phoenix ahead. They lead by 14. And we're just moments away from the start of the fourth quarter. Stay with us.
On tap Wednesday, April 1st, Tony Parker and the San Antonio Spurs take on Nikola Vucevic and the Orlando Magic. Hoops.
And a moment here to look back at our State Farm assist of the game.
Well, no question, this was going to be shows on this pass. Perfectly timed and beautifully placed.
Phoenix leading by 14. Okay, now let's reset our lineups courtesy of Gatorade.
It's the man, the myth, the high school coaching legend.
No, not as good as a coach since I lost you a few years back. It's funny how coaches get better when they actually have good players on their team.
Man, forget that noise. You taught me everything I know.
You were like a sponge. And look, it's paid off for you. I'm so happy for you.
Thanks, Coach.
Now hit the showers. I can smell you from here.
All right, man, I gotta get fresh.
All right, sounds good.